Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel and a massive welcome to any new subscribers or viewers. Really good to have your support. Hope you're enjoying what you're seeing so far. Now in the world of RC cars, especially in 2025, it is massive. There are many brands competing for top spot, whether you're talking about a really good quality, expensive basher, or you're talking about a cheaper budget style basher for young kids, or just someone getting into the hobby for the first time. But one brand that really stands out to me is HBX. And guys, they've done it again. Not too long ago, they released this 1/16 scale brushless 3S capable short course truck. Now, I'm assuming this is HBX's answer to the Armour Mojave Grom. The Armour Mojave Grom is a really good car. It is very popular, but there is one major upside to the HBX, and that is the price. It only comes in at around about 190 Australian dollars, which is really good for a brushless 3S RC car in general. But there is a few other things that I want to mention quickly that really stand out compared to many other budget RC cars. One being an independent ESC, not a ESC and receiver combo. Makes things much easier if you need to swap anything out. It does come with oil-filled shocks compared to the friction or coilover shocks that many of these cheaper RC cars come with. And the fact that the chassis is basically a long version of the HBX 16889 chassis means that it should be a pretty good car. So we'll get our typical user manual or start guide. Got a full sheet of stickers in there that we'll have to put on the car before we take out for bash. We've got a full parts list, and you got the blown up diagrams at the back there. Now the controller choice for this car was a little bit interesting. From what I know of, this is one of HBX's more high-end controllers. As you can see up the top, we've got steering trim, steering dual rates, throttle trim, and the reverse switches, as well as obviously being fully proportional throttle, brake, reverse, and steering. And it only requires 3 AA's, which is awesome. But yeah, I have had a couple of these controllers in the past, and they have always worked very well for me, so I'm glad to see it with this car. And then we obviously have the 2S USB style charger, a couple of extra body pins in there, a bind plug for a receiver, a standalone receiver, which is very good, and we do have a very tough looking wheel wrench in there. Alright, so we got the decals or stickers on the car, and it does look really good. Now guys, I have said in the past that I'm not a huge fan of the multi-color or fade in, fade out color scheme on cars, but this does look really nice. They've put a lot of different colors into the styling, the paint job, and yeah, I think it looks awesome. We do have some skid plates on the roof, which is really good to see. We also have the roll cage and the little fan covers at the back there. They're just decorative fan covers, but we can definitely use that to adapt some actual cooling fans to the car if we needed to. And then we've got a usable spare wheel on the back, which is excellent. Now, speaking of the wheels, they do look very good as well. Nice black rim with the silver trim. The tire tread looks very good. They are rather soft tires, and they're very well filled with foam, so I think they should be pretty grippy, very effective. 12mm wheel hexes, which is awesome. We can run pretty much whatever wheels we want as long as they fit underneath the shell. Got a nice bumper bar at the front with a whole heap of bracing underneath, so I think that will be very useful when it comes to crashing and preventing damage to the car. As you can see, the shell does overhang way past the back bumper, but it does look like a strong bumper as well. So if anything does manage to hit that, I think it will protect the wheels and the swing arms and stuff. Now, I'm really loving this chassis, guys. I love the text, the Dominate and Trackmaster just here. But it is basically a long version of the HBX 16889 chassis, and that is a well-proven chassis, very strong. Most cars that use this or similar chassis are very stable, and all round just a great car for the general price of what you pick these up for. We We also have very strong and familiar looking swing arms, so they should be great. Shouldn't have any problems there. And same as on the back here. Now I'll have to take a better look when I get the shell off the car, but as you can see, we do have a full metal drivetrain, so the dog bones at the back, as well as the differential out drives. I believe the differential pinion gears, crown gears, and the internal gears are all steel. And we do have the CV style or CVD style drive shafts at the front there. Again, all steel, which should be very strong. Alright, so taking a look under the shell, we can see all the shocks and the electronics and everything. Now we do have oil-filled shocks, which is fantastic. I'm really happy to see some of these cheaper brands going with oil-filled shocks, especially if it's brushless already. Definitely want to see oil-filled shocks already pre-installed. Maybe a little bit soft, so we might have to get some thicker oil in there eventually. But for the review, we'll definitely leave them as they are. Now you can get a better look at the drive shafts and CVDs. And my mistake, guys, there is actually CVDs in the rear, not dog bones. But yeah, very strong looking drive shafts all around. Now the front shock tower looks super strong, and it's got like a capture system up the top, which should prevent the screw from bending, and just in general, I think make the whole thing a little bit stronger. Decent enough looking body posts, and they are adjustable so you can move the body up and down as you please. Same thing on the back there, very strong shock tower with the little retainer system up the top. Alright, now to the electronics, and as you can see, we do have the independent receiver and speed control, and they're actually using a Hobbywing speed control. So we've got the WP-S16 ready to run. It is a 2 and 3S speed control. The motor is 4000 kV, but we do have a little cooling fan here, so we should be right to run this on 3S, not a problem. Dean's plug on there. We do also have a little light system here. So we've got two front lights. It looks like we've got a light in the rear bumper as well. Over this side, we have a 3-wire servo, receiver just sitting on top there. And we have our little tiny 1600 milliamp, 7.4 volt 2S 30C LiPo. The battery bay is rather small, but I think I'll have some decent sized 3S and some bigger 2S batteries that will definitely fit in here. The battery strap is really long though, so I might have to trim that down so it doesn't get caught in the shocks or something like that. But if you wanted to run really tall batteries, you just leave it as it was and maybe put a little bit of foam under the battery to keep that strap from getting caught in anything. I did forget to mention little Nerf bars here. They'll definitely come in handy. They do have little mudguard style things at the front there, so that may actually prevent some rocks and stuff getting in the chassis as well. So actually another thing I almost forgot to mention, guys, the tie bars. We do have adjustable steering tie bars, but non-adjustable camber tie bars for the front, and then we've got this swing arm style at the back. Definitely handy having the adjustable steering tie bar, and I don't think this non-adjustable one is going to matter. As I've mentioned many times in my videos, if the geometry is okay, non-adjustable tie bars shouldn't matter too much. But yeah, guys, I think that is most of it now. All we can do is get that battery charged, and I'll definitely get at least one 3S battery charged so I can do a speed run on 3S. We'll have to wait and see how hot the motor gets, and then we'll decide whether we want to bash it on 3S or not. All right, guys, so we got the GPS in there. A little bit slow, but should be right. Sounds a bit rough. Now I did notice just before I brought it out, the differential's rather loose. There's a fair bit of slot between the crown and pinion gears on the differential, so I'm hoping we don't get any damage, especially doing just a speed run. But if any damage is going to occur, I'm pretty sure it's going to happen on 3S. So yeah, we'll get the 2S speed run out of the way and then see how we go with the little 3S speed run. There is no speed claim on the box, but I'm guessing we'll probably get, I don't know, anywhere from 40 to 50 kilometers an hour. That's what I hope anyway. Oh, signal is terrible. That's it. All right, so we might not be able to do a 3S speed run with this controller, but we'll see how we go. All right, 2S, first run. It's not overly fast. Yeah, it does look really good, and it is extremely stable. Oh, that signal's so bad though. Alright, hopefully you can see that. Stop and read. And we got 37 kilometers an hour. Not quite the 40 to 50 kilometers an hour that I was expecting, but I guess 37 on the stock system. And depending on what the gearing is as well, yeah, 37 I guess is pretty good. So I got one of the little WL Toys 1300 milliamp 3S 11.1 volt lithium polymer batteries, LiPos, 25C, and they actually fit perfect in these battery bays. So yeah, it's a great battery option for this car. We've got a little adapter here. That seems a bit better. Cross those fingers for us, guys. Watch the signal, yeah, especially up that way. Alright. Let's see what we can do on 3S. Oh, I've got to slow down. Oh. Having all sorts of cutouts and misses. Seems like it's glitching, but it's not glitching. It's definitely signal loss. All right, that's it. I'm not going to be able to do any better here, guys. Stop. And 57 kilometers an hour. That is definitely good enough in my opinion, guys, but the signal is absolutely terrible. I think we're going to be right testing it out on the track, so we'll head out there, see how we go.
Lightning flashing in the skies, no fear, no rules, no compromise. With a storm in your wide-eyed cries. Make way, here comes the dominate. Rivals in a train, slow motion spell.
Alright guys, got the 2S battery back in there. I don't think we're going to need 3S on the little track here, so let's see how we go.
No handouts, we carved a name. Through rain and dust, through every game. Unstoppable force, no one can tame. HPX up in a bombshell. Track master of the road and dirt. Make way, here comes the
nice, doing real well.
Rivals in a train, slow motion spell. Built from grit and forged with flame. No handouts, we carve the name. Through rain and dust, through every game. Unstoppable force, no one can tame. HPX up in a bombshell. Track master of the road and dirt. Make way, here comes the dominate. Rivals in a train, slow motion spell. Every heart beats a wardrobe's cry.
Yeah, it's pretty responsive, really good around the track. I can feel a little bit of a glitch sort of thing. Not sure whether that's the speed control. Whoops. Yeah, not sure whether that's the speed control or the receiver and transmitter, but I wouldn't imagine this little speed control having any glitches. I've had many of these in the past, never any issues. That signal problem out the front was a little bit of an odd thing with the controller, in my experience, but that might be what's going on here. These are kind of an old receiver and transmitter system now, so yeah, I'm definitely going to have to get a Dumbo RC controller and receiver in there and see how it goes then. Oh, that was a big one.
The night may fall, but our charge burns bright. Pushing forward with endless fight. Fuel the fire with every slight. Rise like stars in the endless night.
But no, it's doing good, guys. It's very stable. Haven't rolled it too many times, which is really good. And yeah, 2S is kind of perfect for the track. Oh, don't need any more speed. Oh! Alright guys, so it survived the track, it survived me beating it up, but I thought it wasn't a proper test until I brought it to the skate park. Let's see how we go, should be fun. Great start. I was very tempted to put some thicker oil in the differentials, but yeah guys, I thought no, I may as well leave it for now. Bring it back out next time and do a few upgrades and stuff. Oh, almost. These tyres are actually rather grippy. Most of the cars that I bring here sliding all over the place, but no, this one's doing alright. Oh, a little bit of parachute in there. Even for a little tiny 1/16, 1/14 scale. Oh, missed the ramp. Yeah, I'm getting out of there. Oh, I didn't mean to do a front flip then. I'll take it. Nice, levels out, very nice. Oh no, that's not right. Oh, awesome, worked. Oh yeah. Oh, that was a lucky front flip. A little bit of squeaking from those tyres. Whoa, that was nice. No parachuting whatsoever then. Well then. Nice. Oh. Oh, that was nasty, that one. I think she's all good. Oh, nice tyre squirrel there. Woo. Oh, that was so lucky. I have no. Oh, that broke something. How did that break the rear light off? Done some major damage to the front part here, and yeah, knocked a little. It's just a little plastic cap that goes over the light. Might even be able to just pop it back in. Yep, there we go. Rear light's fixed. But here, I think I can see the screw going through there. Yeah, so oh well, that's what we're here to do. We're here to test it. Speed, capabilities, and durability. And so far it's doing really well. Oh! No. So my little motor fan has come off. I didn't bring any tools with me today, so yeah, I can't really fix that at the moment. I haven't even got scissors to cut the zip tie so I can remove the fan. But that's alright guys, I'll bring it back out on 3S in the next couple of days.